I see Lindsay. I don't know what happened, guys. I did. I hope that I'm hoping that you could hear me. I'm hoping that you see me. Let me check a couple things here on my end just to make sure, see if that's happening or not. Guys, I do want to say welcome back if that be the case. If not, I'm going to continue to work here. I do see Lindsay on the board. Throw something on the board. Let me know if you can hear me or see me or whatever. I don't know what happened. Mm, the whole system put to bed. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I'm hearing myself. Maybe it's this end. I don't know. Good question. Steeler free. I do believe that I'm back though. Wow. I don't know what that was, everybody. It died. It just died. It shit the bed mid sentence. Um, so we're gonna just kind of you know what? I think we're rounding third here on the show. Let's continue on. We'll kind of start wrapping things up as we do go. I don't know what happened. Again, the system shit itself mid sentence. I'm gonna try to continue and hope that that doesn't happen again. I don't have an answer. I will talk to the executive producer when the show's over and see if I can find any answers to why that happened. However, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming back. Thank you to everybody and for your help and support. Just do a couple things on my end to try to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Yinzer Nation, damn it, Mike, get your shit to get together. Get your shit together, man, is what he said. Let me just fix one more thing here. Okay, got that, got that. All right, I do want to say to everybody, sorry about that. Again, I'm not quite sure what happened. We were back. Cody says, all right, let me get back into it here. All right, here we go. Lindsay, yep. All right, thank you so much. What happened, Bingo? I'm not sure. Got you, Phil. I appreciate you, bro. Steeler freak. Nation, damn it, Mike, get your stuff together. Feel the steel out, Ryan. We were bashing Teflon Dawn, so let's continue. Cody says this. You also traded your whole fantasy team for injured players, so you suck at fantasy tortilla. Poop in a group. Bingo. What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. I apologize. We lost people. It sucks, but I am thankful for everybody that came back to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, guys. Again, we're rounding third anyway. This isn't going to be much longer from now. Let's just go ahead and move forward with some more information of things that I do have, guys, from my notes. I have a few things that I want to get into before I do wrap it up today. So do bear with me as I pull some stuff up. Tortilla says he sucks at fantasy. And I'm going to do this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this. All right, guys, this is the PFF grades. Here we go. Miss Pittsburgh, what up? Great to see you on the terrible board. Always great seeing Miss Pittsburgh. Feel the steel. Boom, my man. Guys, let's get into what some PFF grades were for the Steelers this past week, guys. PFF is, I've been a love-hate thing with these guys. I don't necessarily trust them, but again, it's kind of a sort of a standard that people go by. This is what the grades look like this past week for the offense against the Bears. Number one on the list, guys. Let me know if any of these are surprises to you. Let me know if you think the PFF is complete bullshit. I'm going to give you the PFF numbers of the week. You let me know what you think, guys. Number one, the number one best player on offense, according to PFF, with an 89.9 was Mason McCormick. The offense didn't do well. Maybe it could be an offensive lineman. The second best guy, according to PFF this week for the Steelers, with an 88.8, Isaac Seumalo. Number three, only getting 2 catches. I thought it should have been a lot more. 81.3, Darnell Washington. Ben Skoranek with an 80. This is why I'm saying about PFF. You're meaning to tell me that Kenneth Gainwell ain't on this list? You fucking nuts. Ben Skoranek is? This is why, guys, this is exactly why I always say that the PFF is garbage. If you're wondering, this is exactly why. Again, Ben Skoranek, the fourth best offensive player for the Steelers this week with an 80. Kenneth Gainwell is not on this list. And then it does have Zach Frazier with a 72.2. being the 5th best offensive player this week for the Steelers. Finally, on the defensive side, Y.A. Black gets a 91.7, of course, causing and recovering his own fumble. Brandon Eccles, a 73.1. Darius Slay, a 71.2. Joey Porter, who was out most of the game, 64. And Derek Harmon, again, comes in at number 5 with a 62.4. Again, PFF, it is what it is, guys. Do what you want with that. Not a big fan, but I always do like to put it out there because some people do actually pay attention and go by these garbage statistics and numbers that the PFF does have. Let's go, guys. This is TJ Watt. TJ Watt is trending toward the worst sack average for a full season since he was a rookie. We're going to look at how things are looking right now because PFF didn't want to do their job. They wanted us to think that everything is okay. I'm going to tell you what's going on. TJ Watt trending toward his worst sack average for a full season since he was a rookie. A rookie. Cam Hayward, he has 1.5 sacks. He had 8 last year. 8 sacks last year, 1.5 this year. Alex Highsmith, I'm sorry, dealt with injuries since offseason. He missed 4 games. The Steelers won 3 of the games without Alex Highsmith. Patrick Queen, PFF ranks him at 75th out of 83 linebackers. 75th out of 83 linebackers. That is a PFF number I had to go by. Also, if I'm going to stick with PFF, Aaron Rodgers ranks 32nd best in the NFL as a quarterback. There's 32 teams. Pat Freiermuth lost a starting role, yards per game down 30%, 27th in yards amongst NFL tight ends. DK Metcalf, 112 total yards and 0 touchdowns in the last 4 games. At worst yards games average in his career. Isaac Seumalo, ranked 41st best guard. This is by PFF. Darius Slay lost his job. He is now the 72nd ranked cornerback, according to PFF. And then finally, Jonnu Smith, guys. Jonnu Smith, he ranked dead last amongst 38 tight ends, down 36 yards per game from last year. And again, that's according to PFF. So again, do what you want with that. Some things they tell the truth, some things they straight out bullshit. But anyway, you look at it, that's the way things are playing out. And again, you know, Tuesday, Bloody Tuesday will be over. We will be excited. We will get ready for these Buffalo Bills. We will figure out what it's going to take to beat the Buffalo Bills this week. But right now, guys, as I said, the rivers of blood is a-flowing. And, it's no secret right now in Pittsburgh. People are frustrated at this football team. People believe that with the money that we spent on this football team, we should be in a lot better shape than we are at this particular time moving forward in this season. And, again, people are upset, as we are here on the board, on the terrible board and beyond. So, this is just where we're at today, guys. Unfortunately, it is Thanksgiving week. We'll have turkey on this week, and Finch and the guys, they'll be tomorrow. We'll be doing picks for Thursday. That's one thing. Also, the schedule for the show does change a little bit this week because of the holiday. We won't be on Thursday. We'll be here tomorrow doing picks and all of our Thursday things tomorrow, and then we'll be back Friday to head into the weekend to get ready for Week 13. Again, we play the Buffalo Bills this week in this Week 13 matchup. We're already 4.5-point home dogs to Buffalo. 4.5-point underdogs. This game is at 1 o'clock on Sunday on the North Shore. Last night, the San Francisco 49ers, they beat the Carolina Panthers 20-9 on Monday Night Football. That did conclude Week 12, guys. But as I said, here we are. We're getting ready for Week 13, if you can believe it or if you can't. Listen, before we do start getting ready to wrap things up for the show, this whole debate, Aaron Rodgers spotted the illegal formation, and blah, blah, blah. I didn't even realize this. It's brought to my attention because I've seen it on about 15 posts on social media. They said we had all 3 timeouts when that penalty happened. Why didn't we call a timeout? I guess that's the big debate this morning. I was seeing that when I was writing up the show this morning. I thought a lot of people were going on about that. Why did nobody have the sense to even bring it to the attention of anybody to call timeout? If you have 3 timeouts in that situation, you're trying to come back, you're trying to illegal format. So again, that's going to be a topic, of course, this week through this week with Pittsburgh Steelers fans trying to figure out what the hell happened. I mean, come on, these are brain farts that should not be happening in Week 12 of the NFL. Professional guys that make millions and millions and millions of dollars to do this job. This should not be the problems you're having after 12 weeks of the real games. You remember the one, or you remember the preseason? We didn't even make the guys play in the preseason. So let's see. Let me jump back on the board here. I do apologize, guys. We did get cut off. There was a good conversation going on. I apologize for that. Miss Pittsburgh says, here we go. Boom, tortilla. It's probably good he didn't get to Mark Malone's comments. Bingo says, oh no, we're just getting warmed up. LOL. Tortilla. Feel the steel. Honestly, I think Vanilla disconnected due to too much Teflon Dawn bashing. Too Dum Yinzers. They may have spit some rum on the servers here at the Two Dum Yinzers studio. That is coming from the executive producer's office studio, if you will. Bingo says, checks out. Corey says this. I think the thing I'm mad about is that you can't put out crap product in any other aspect in life and still have a fan base or make money. Corey, this is it. This 100%. You definitely join the game ball possibilities. Corey says this. I think the thing I'm mad about is that you can't put crap. Would you accept crap everywhere you went in your life? No, you expect things to be the way you want it, especially if you're paying your hard-earned money. He says this. I think the thing I'm mad about is that you can't put a crap product in any other aspect in life and still have a fan base or make money. If I did that shit on my channel, I'd be buried. Absolutely. That's all. We come on. Feel the steel. Vanilla spit some rum or peaches squirted. Vanilla. Phil still says, come on, Vanilla. Clean it up and get on. We'll be nice. Tortilla says, Corey at Arby's has a fan base. Now, yeah. Bingo. All that new money weighing them down. Maybe. Lindsay says, Slay sucks. Bingo says, blizzard warning in San Diego. Here it comes. Wow, are you serious? That's crazy, man. No. South. No. That's like way, way, way South California, man. You serious? Lindsay says, why didn't we kick out? Right. You have the best kicker in the league. Why? There's so many questions about that. I mean, you know what? Mason Rudolph ends up not being able to complete the passes when it matters anyway. So, I guess you could kind of say, just throw your hands up at the end of the day. Bingo says, now, we don't do hypotheticals, remember. Tortilla says, we didn't call timeout because Vanilla Thunder spit some rum. South Dakota, Bingo, Ryan with the gang, my man. Let me take a quick look, see, guys, because as I said, we are going to start getting ready to wrap it up. I lost track of all the time and everything that I go by here as the computer reset itself for whatever reason mid-conversation. So I'm just going to double check, make sure that I'm not leaving anything of importance that I want to talk about because after the show ends, I'm like, shit, I wanted to talk about that. Let me look right here. Anybody see Darnell Washington killing Ruben? What's his name? Hippolyte. That block, he just totally pancaked him. That's what I'm saying. This guy should be way more involved in this offense. 2 times getting the ball last game is just not acceptable. He runs people over like he's a video game. And I'm not talking about Madden. I'm talking about Mario Brothers when he gets the star and he just goes and runs everybody over and let's see what else. You guys want? Okay, maybe I'll do a couple of these. You want to hear a couple interesting stats? A couple interesting facts? Let me double check, make sure I'm not forgetting anything else. All right, let's do this, guys. I'm going to read some interesting Steeler stats, and then we will get ready to wrap it up for the day because, again, I'm not quite sure where we're at time-wise. I apologize. I truly, honestly do. I don't know what happened, but I promise you we'll continue to fight forward and check out some of these interesting stats and facts from the weekend, guys. Here we go. All right. Stats of the weird. The Steelers have now allowed 30 or more points in 5 games this season, giving up 31 to Chicago on Sunday. That's tied for the most during a regular season of Mike Tomlin's era, matching 2013, which we already did mention earlier on the show. Since 1970, the merger, Pittsburgh has only done it 6 times in a season twice. 1988 and 2002. Talking about that same particular statistic. 6 different Steelers carried the ball Sunday. Kenneth Gainwell, Jalen Warren, DK Metcalf, Jonnu Smith, and Connor Hayward. Guys, 6 different Steelers. Again, just some random stats and interesting things. DK Metcalf, I'm not going to go there. We went through that. Okay, here we go. With Kenneth Gainwell's 6 receptions to DK's 5, which we did talk about this yesterday, the 2 are now tied. Kenneth Gainwell is tied with our number 1 receiver for receptions on the season. Our running back and our wide receiver 1. And again, how things have went, we could very well be not in that situation after this coming weekend. Certainly, you think it might be a little bit easier to hit your running backs than your wide receivers. It's kind of been our bread and butter. Not saying that I like it or agree with it, but it is what it is. Kenneth Gainwell can be the leading receiver this year easily, I think, providing things continue to go the same way. As a runner, Gainwell had a 55-yard rush off of a well-designed fake tush push. It was the longest Pittsburgh registered run since Jalen Warren's 74-yard touchdown in 2023. That was also the last game of Matt Canada's tenure, believe it or not. What else? Here's one. Tight end Jonnu Smith has registered 1 first down in his last 5 games. This was the big athletic answer, guys. This is why we didn't bring in a wide receiver too, because the super Jonnu Smith in Miami, he got 1 first down in the last 5 games. 1 first down he converted in the last 5 games. The Steelers did outsnap their opposition, guys. This is the first time that it's happened this season, 69-61. First time that we've had more plays than our opposition. And finally, despite outsnapping their opponent, having the ball longer than their opponent, being even in the turnover ratio and being 3 for 3 in the end zone or in the red zone, the Steelers lost. Wow, listen to that one more time. Kind of put that all together. Despite outsnapping their opponent, 69-61, having the ball longer, time of possession, being in the turnover, winning even in the turnover ratio, not giving the ball away more than we got it, and being 3 for 3 in the red zone, the Steelers still managed to lose that football game. So on that depressing note, guys, I'm going to, as I said, we're rounding third, and my computer kind of threw me for a loop here a little bit. I'm going to do as well as I can to start wrapping things up here, guys. Let me jump over here, RC. I do want to say welcome to the board, RC. JP6VD says Rodgers is 6-4 and had them 12 in scoring. Stop sending him strays after y'all glazed the backups all week. Corey says that tortilla. That's because every lady and lady boy loves meat. What? I must have missed the beginning part of that that conversation. Feel the Steel says because we them damn Yinzers, boys, just trying to make it. We the Yinzer boys, not going to take it with the gang bang bang. Just trying to say what's up, baby. Feel the Steel, my man. Also, Bingo Winchester says, in all fairness, I've been glazing Howard since the draft. Somber says, what's up, Somber? I do want to say what's up to my friend Somber on the board. He says this, 6 different Steelers carried the ball except their 3rd round draft pick. Interesting. That's a good point. All those Steelers, but none of them were Caleb Johnson. Caleb says, you're the man. I do have testicles. Beyond that, I don't know. Yinzer Nation says, thunder glazing those rum and cokes a bit too hard. Very possible. Very possible. Phyllis still says, due to a non-schematic defense, what are the defensive Tomlin and Austin's coaches doing? All good questions, guys, as we do get ready to wrap this thing up on this Tuesday, Bloody Tuesday. I promised you that's what it was going to be, and that's what it is. Again, we'll be ready. We'll be ready for the Buffalo Bills by Friday. But I think we all had to get this out of our system. Let's start again with, all right, let's get to the trivia here just one moment, guys. But don't forget to go check out our website at www.d2dumyinzers.com, www.d2dumyinzers.com. A lot of cool things over there. Mike puts a lot of work into it. Mike's dumb thoughts, and also ways to communicate and connect with us here on the show. All that over on the Two Dumb Yinzers website. Go check that out, everybody. All right, here we go. This is the question of the day, the trivia question of the day. How well do you know your enemy? How well do you know your opponent? Of course, this week it is about the Buffalo Bills. Put on your thinking caps, everybody on the board, everybody at home. Here we go. Question of the day. Do the Bills have a 500 record all time? This is a yes or no. It doesn't get much easier than this. And this is what I'm asking, guys. Question of the day. Do the Bills have a 500 record all time? They better or lower? Are they 500 or better? Yes or no is the question. See what you think, guys. Throw it up on the board. Lindsay's saying no. She's saying the Buffalo Bills do not have at least a 500 record all time. Miss Pittsburgh is saying yes. She believes that they do have a 500 record or better all time. Throw your guesses up there. Phil still is saying no. Let me give you want a hint? Tortilla saying hell no. Bingo saying yes. Here's the hint. It's only a 16-game difference, whichever way it is. Whether they're under or over 500, it's only 16 games of a difference. So with that in mind, continue to throw up your answers on the board, Corey. With that even being said, it's only 16 games. That's the difference here. So Corey say no because they had a lot of sub 500 seasons. O.J. Simpson, a lot of great years in the early 2000s, a lot of wins. Throw your answers up on the board, whatever you think it is, guys. Again, we're live 5 days a week right here, Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. every day right here on the tube. All right, Miss Pittsburgh. Wow. Guys, here we go. Only a 16-game differential. This is the question of the day. Do the Bills have a 500 record all time? Better than 500, worse than 500. The difference is 16. So whether it be one way or the other, it's only by 16 games. Got a lot of answers on the board. Give another minute, and we will go ahead and read these off, get this answer out, and again, we're going to start wrapping the game on the tube. Thank you, Cody. Cody stepping up, man. Stepping up the clutch. He's like he did what Mason Rudolph was not able to do. Cody's like the successful Mason Rudolph. Bingo says all those Super Bowl runs they had, and they've been recently good. All the Super Bowl runs, they were recently good. A little O.J. Simpson time. And again, a 16-game difference, one way or the other. I think that's what makes it difficult. Guys, again, here we go. Question of the day. Do the Bills have a 500 record all time? Are they better, less? 16 games will tell you the difference, guys. The answer is less. They do not have a 500 record. They're 493 to 509. 493 to 509. They could certainly bring that margin a little bit, shrink that margin a little bit with the quarterback that they have. I think they'll eventually get to where they are, back to 500 at least. Steeler Freak says this. No. Do the Bills fans have PTSD after losing 4 Super Bowls in a row? Yes. Tyro, yeah, I don't know what happened, bro. I welcome you back, and I'm glad to see you, and I apologize. I don't know what the hell that was. The computer shit on itself, and I think we figured it out. But again, I'm going to start wrapping it up just because I don't know, and we're going to look into it a little bit more. But with that being said, guys, I do want to say, if you haven't had a chance, swing over and check out any of our social media sites. We are on Facebook, X formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and even TikTok. Swing by, hit the follow button to keep up with what the Two Dumb Yinzers are up to on a day-to-day basis. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet, hit the like button down below, or matter of fact, I don't even know where we're at. So if you do, I appreciate it. But again, I'm not going to hold it against you. Jeez, oh man, I don't know what the hell is up with this computer. But if you haven't had a chance, hit the like, sub if you haven't, also share and comment if you will. Guys, it helps out in the algorithm, and we appreciate it greatly. Steeler Freak said Ryan tried to pay the internet bill with Snap Money, right? Lindsay said, will the dumbass Bills fans throw? Probably. I wouldn't doubt him. That Bills Mafia, man, they're an interesting group. Cody says, I think you're going to have to do another 2 hours. Hey, man, I'm on board. I just don't want to get through another 2 hours and then kill or die out on me or another hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure we're fixed up and be ready for tomorrow. Again, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be picks and basically everything that we do on Thursday because of Thanksgiving. And then we'll be back on Friday. So Wednesday, Friday, rest of the week will be here. And all that kind of fun stuff heading into this week 13 matchup in against the Bills, as this is Bills week. Tortilla says, my Snow Angels look different. I bet they do, my man. What else, guys? Also, maybe to get you through the holidays, or if not through the holidays, guys, maybe for this weekend's game against the Bills, you certainly are going to need something for your mind. Stop by and get yourself a case of the Duquesne Pilsner beer. These gentlemen over at Duquesne Pilsner go out of their way to make sure they include us in their promotion, and we greatly appreciate it, guys. So do them a favor. Stop by, maybe just hit a like button on any of their posts on social media. I'm sure it'll be greatly appreciated to the gentlemen over at Duquesne Pilsner, which is made right here in Pittsburgh. And as it says on the on the can, have a Duke. So there you go, everybody. Have a Duke. What else? Monday Night Football's done. We're done with week 12. This is Thanksgiving week, guys. I'm going to have turkey. Hopefully I'm going to have turkey here tomorrow making his picks. Of course, Derpy. I do have a few surprises for you tomorrow, so I hope that we see everybody back tomorrow as well, as we do squeeze one more episode in before Thanksgiving. But again, we will be back Friday to get ready for the Bills. I don't want to forget to say that. Other than that, guys, anything else for me on the board? Let me get a couple of these messages, and I think we're going to bounce out of here. Tyrone says, well, see y'all tomorrow, man. My man, I hope you see you tomorrow as well, sir. I hope you have a great day. Bingo says, it has a tail. It has a tail. Tyrone, we're stuck here. We go 9 and 8. Here we come. Bingo says, strange footprints in the sand by Peter Dragon. Sock also feel the steel, says Vanilla quit being biatch and come back fool. There you go. You heard it here. I do want to say thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out and checking us out today. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you. We truly, honestly do. We wouldn't do it without you guys. Believe me, we truly wouldn't. Thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody on the board. You guys are always always do an amazing job at keeping things interesting here on the show. You are the bloodline. I say it all the time, and I mean it wholeheartedly. And also everybody that's at home, listening, watching, maybe earpods, at work, gym, wherever you may be, in the car. Thank you too. You guys are awesome. Again, we'll be back tomorrow at our regular time. Again, it will be a little bit lighter mood today. It shouldn't be all. Today was Bloody Tuesday. I threw that out at the beginning. Tomorrow it's going to start turning around. We're going to be a little bit more thankful for things. We'll have turkey on board tomorrow, of course, Derpy and all that kind of fun stuff. So again, we'll be back at our regular time to do it all over tomorrow on Hump Day. Tortilla says, if the Steelers lose, I'm tracking Matt Canada down and making him offensive baconator again. I like it. Cody, my man, we'll see you tomorrow, sir. Tyrone, Cody, you're a crack. Baby, love y'all. Everybody, likewise. Love y'all, guys. Yins, guys, is more appropriate, I think, from Pittsburgh here. Just let me double check one more time. I don't think I got anything else. All right, everybody. So have a great Tuesday. I hope everybody stays safe. Phyllis still says turkey Derpy with the big breasts, guys. So much coming up tomorrow. Join us for our Thanksgiving special tomorrow. Here on the Two Dum Yinzers. We hope to see everybody then. We'll be back at our normal time. Until then, have a great day. Stay safe. For executive producer Vanilla Thunder, myself, the Two Dum Yinzers, have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.